Welcome to Renewable Gaming. Here's another Minecraft video from last week's Monday Minecraft Twitch live stream. If you guys do like the video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new and would like to see more content like this, and let me know what you think in the comments. Alright, well, we're back for some more Minecraft here on Monday. From last live stream, though, I didn't have a pot, so I found a pot. So you can put a pot inside one of these containers and put a flower in it. Just place this in here and voila, I like it. The water elevator, I did update it a little bit. I don't know if you guys watched the video or not, but I did the video on the elevator, at least the edited one, over on my YouTube channel. Check it out, it's awesome. If you guys want to know how to do a water elevator, so there's a little bit of some tweaking that I did to it a little bit. I think it looks a lot better. It's a little bit easier to get in and out of the areas and stuff like that, but I think it looks pretty cool. Also, while off camera, I finished all of this and got the entire inventory room walls done. Picture frames up here, they are the glowing picture frames just because I feel like they're a little bit better, and got this kind of organized. But we already got to the point where in this area, if you look up in here, it's already stocked. I mean, we put all of our stuff through the inventory. Items are already packed in here and ready to be smelted into the next item that they're going to go into, which would be our smooth stone in this section right here. But I figured what we could do is kind of create a little bit of an experiment to kind of figure out what item is the best when it comes to smelting things. So I'm going to line out a whole bunch of furnaces here. Alright, and then we're going to take items like bamboo. We're going to take items like bamboo planks, bamboo blocks of bamboo. And then we have our coal blocks, which we already know how much they do. And then we have our lava as an option as well, and we know how much coal does to smelt certain items, but the one things that we don't know is bamboo planks and bamboo blocks. How much do they actually smelt? So we're going to come through here, we're going to figure that out, because that's something that's brand new. It takes 4 bamboo by itself to smelt one item. So we're going to see how many items can one bamboo block, which would be 9, smelt. So we're going to look at that first, and then we're going to also put in 1 plank, which I'm assuming a plank is going to do the same amount as a normal plank of wood. Okay, so we only got 1 item for every block of bamboo. So that's not going to be a very good source of fuel. And then we only got 1 block, our bamboo planks, so that's not that great either, because technically so the plank is actually created by 2 of these, so that is actually 9 for 2. So that's roughly about the same as your regular bamboo sticks. So if you do each plank of those can do how much? All right, so let's see here. 3 items. Yeah, so 3 items for the bamboo slabs. So I feel like that's let's do the math. Okay, so it takes 9. It takes 4 for each item, but it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to get 1 bamboo block. 1 bamboo block turns into 2 of these. And then 2 of these turns into 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Every 2 slabs smelts 3 items for a total of 6 for every 9 bamboo.
So what we're going to do is we're going to create a bamboo farm. And then we're going to basically create a fuel source for the bamboo slabs. Those are going to be the best options for the bamboo when it comes to fuel. And then we'll use those as our main fuel source. The next fuel source that we have available would be the dried kelp blocks. So the kelp block takes up 9 kelp. So it takes something to burn, or basically something that smelts 9 items just to create this one block that smelts 20 items. So you get an additional 11 item bonus basically. So the kelp block is also a very good option. Plus the kelp can be automatically farmed and then put into the smelter. So we definitely need to put kelp into this smelting system as well, so we can use that as an additional fuel source. Now we do have the coal block, which does 80 items, and then we also have the option of doing lava, which is 100 items, and this is also something that could be collected, but it is something that just takes a little bit extra effort. So I mean, these technically, like bamboo could technically be put into an automatic system where it will just fuel the furnace automatically. However, if it doesn't have at least 4 items in there, then it's not going to smelt anything. Like if 3 drop in there, you're only getting nothing. You're getting nothing from it. So I think that this is the way to go to collect the bamboo and put it back into the sorter to end up as the slabs. And then we also have the kelp block option. So we have kelp and bamboo that we got to figure out a farm for. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and get some hoppers and our furnaces. Let's figure out where those are going to go. And then maybe we could figure out a way to put in a bamboo farm, a really simple bamboo farm in here. The reason why I'm choosing to do furnaces rather than your blast furnace or your smoker for any of these items is, one, is that we can basically have anything and everything that needs to be smelted come through the furnaces rather than have different options for different things. So we're just going to use the furnace, and it's not really a time issue, it's just more of a convenience thing. I am going to put our 2 furnaces right here. I'm going to leave this open so we can actually create our bamboo farm probably right here. Come here in the back, we have our 2 hoppers in the back. That's going to be for our fuel, and 2 hoppers in the front, which is going to be the items that we have coming in, which is going to be coming from this section right here. And we have some other options or another items that are also going to be filtered in up here as well. We're leaving a lot of room for chests up here because sometimes this can get filled up and you don't want it to get overly full, which again, you got to make sure that you're keeping up on your fuel so it continues smelting the items that you need smelted, so that way you don't have any issues. But if there is any issues, you just have to go in, kind of clean it out a little bit, or just load this thing with a whole bunch of really good fuel. The only reason why I'm thinking not to use our typical lava option, which you can, but then you have the bucket as the problem. And unless I can figure out a way to actually filter out the buckets on the bottom here, I'm not going to do that. So if I do figure out a way to do that, I will update that on a future episode. But for now, I don't necessarily know how to actually filter the empty buckets out of there at this point. And if I did, and it would most likely be a circuit right here, which would allow the buckets to continue, like basically move over here into like a chest or something that could be collected. But we might end up doing that later on. I don't know. But for now, we're just gonna build what we got planned. Also, I built this little waterway, so once we actually get this all closed up, we'll actually have a way to get up and down into our furnace section. That'll be a lot easier to get in here once we get it all closed out. All right, so in this case, what I'm going to end up doing is just putting these into both of these. With these kind of systems is you got to make sure that you're not going to turn off any hoppers. So maybe what we're going to end up doing is going back one more, and we'll leave that open just in case. So I'm going to turn that on. Okay, things can still come through there. Perfect. We're going to do only power rails. And this will basically ensure that this cart is going to always move and not get lagged out. So now that we got that in place,
turn off furnace to collect the experience with a lever.
Extend this out a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it goes right here. Alright, so now I got my kelp in there. So if I have any raw iron, we could do that. Gold. This will give us a little bit of room to work with later on down the road if we have to expand this. Alright, so let's do that. Oop, come on. Alright, so that's going to be for a runoff. Leave those two right there. And so we got this one there. Dried kelp. And go with these for a fuel source. Now again, these coal blocks are probably like one of the best because they're stackable to be able to get into these like sorters. Again, if I change my mind, I'll come back and put it in there, or you know, I can actually come in here and just every now and then put some of my coal blocks in there if I have to. At least I can keep my coal blocks and call it good. But for now, we're going to take some of these, go and grab all of our planks, turn them into our slabs. And just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to put it through the sorter, just because it's fun. So now that we got our automatic furnace all done up and ready to go, now we're going to be working on our bamboo farm and our kelp farm. So if you guys do like the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. And in the next episode, we will be going over the kelp farm and the bamboo farm.